The revenue in dollars generated from a sale of X picnic tables is given by R of X equals 51X minus X squared over 200. Find the marginal revenue. Well, marginal means the change in revenue, instantaneous change, and so that's going to be our derivative. So 51 minus 2 times X over 200 is going to be 51 minus X over 100. You can just reduce that fraction 2 over 200 to 1 over 100. So that's our formula for our marginal revenue. Now to estimate the revenue for the 4,001st table, we find the change in the revenue at 4,000, and so it's telling us it's going up by a certain amount, and that will be the revenue for the next table, or the 4,001st. So we have R prime of 4,001. I'm sorry, R prime of 4,000, which is 51 minus 4,000 over 100. If we did R prime of 4,001, we'll be finding it for the 4,002nd table. So we got to do it 4,000. It's 51 minus 40 is 11. So $11 for the 4,001st. And our formula is 51 over X minus 100. Now the actual revenue, okay, is different from the estimate of the revenue, because the derivative estimates what it's going to be by estimating how it's changing at 4,000. Sometimes it's spot on the money exact, and sometimes it's just close, okay? So let's see what happens. Now, if we do R of 4,000, that's the revenue for 4,000 tables. Okay? If we do R of 4,001, that's the revenue for 4,001 tables. But we just want to know the 4,001st table. So we have to find R of 4,001 and take away R of 4,000. So we're going to subtract out everything we made on the first 1,000, and that'll leave us just what's left for the 4,001st table. Now, we're not talking about the marginal revenue now. We're talking about the actual revenue. So this has to go into the revenue formula. So we got to go back up to 51x minus x squared over 200. Okay, that's our revenue formula. So we got to do 51 times 4,001 minus 4,001 squared divided by 200. So you can do that on your calculator. It's 204,000. I'll do it in parts so you can see if you're missing it in certain parts. Minus 80,000. And that turns out to be 124,000. That's for 4,001. Okay, this is R of 4,001. All 4,001 tables. Okay, now I'm going to do R of 4,000. And that's 51 times 4,000 minus 4,000 squared over 200. And that gives us $204,051 minus 8,040.005. And when you do that, it comes out to 124,011 when you round it, okay, as they indicated. They said do it to 2 decimal places, but you get something like 0.995, 24,010.995. So if you round up, that's going to make that go all the way up to 124,011. So the difference in those two, look, 124,011 minus 124,011 and none is going to be 11 again. So we're going to get 11 for the actual as well. Now, technically it wasn't exact because remember it came out to this 124,010.995. It's only exact because of the instructions to round. So it's, according to my math lab, it's exactly the same as, but it's really very, very close to, okay? But it's just because of the rounding. So the marginal revenue gives us a very good estimate because it comes out, when rounded, exactly the same as the actual revenue.